moist. Now, my sinners, do not be alarmed if you ever see this worm coming out of your anus, okay? Because it's perfectly normal, it's perfectly safe, don't worry about it. If you ever see this creature crawling out of your ass, do not be alarmed, okay? This is all perfectly normal. And, sorry about that. Welcome back, my beautiful sinners, to another great and amazing video here on The Savior Show. That's right, I am so excited and so happy to be back on the channel. If you're not aware, I was on a 2-week little vacation. In fact, no one is aware. I'm just telling you right now. Not that it really matters or you care. I already did automatic uploads scheduled. But anyway, I'm back. I've been reading all the comments. I've been responding. And I just love it so much. I love my community. I love the sinners. I love anyone who joins my community and subscribes. So if you're new, consider subscribing. We have a great community. Now obviously I do get hate comments, but the positive ones just really mean so much to me, and there's far more positive than there is negative, so I really do appreciate it. And I respect you for being a sinner and joining the Savior community. So today, my sinners, what are we talking about? Why am I pumped up? Why am I full of moist energy? Well, let me tell you, because today we're going to be talking about Beyond Good and Evil. That's right, the old PlayStation 2 game by Ubisoft, back long ago, before the world was crazy, before progressives and, little trendies and, crazy things and China and TikTok and everything. Before the world went completely mad, we had good old classic video games, and we had, corporations and companies that hadn't become completely corrupt yet. They were still kind of pure, and they still actually kind of cared. And yes, this was a Ubisoft game, believe it or not, and they actually made good games back in the day. Now I know it's all just the same recycled content, it's the same old thing, the same old mechanics. I've talked about the problem with modern day gaming, check out the other video if you want, but anyway, they did actually used to make good games, and some of their games are still kind of good. But anyway, I went and I dusted off my PlayStation 2 and I played Beyond Good and Evil. Now, I've never played this game before, okay? I just, realized I had it in my collection, and I never gave it a try, but I heard many good things about it, so I thought, hey, why not? And as soon as I booted up this game, I was hooked. I was so goddamn hooked. It was so long since I played a good game like this, okay? Because this was truly just amazing, okay? It really hooked you straight away with its characters, with the world, with the universe. Everything about it is just fantastic. It's magical. It's 100% beautiful, okay? It's just so goddamn amazing. The wildlife, the mechanics, everything about it felt fresh. In 2020, mind you that this is an old game, okay? Now, the first thing that really gripped me about Beyond Good and Evil was the soundtrack. It has a great, funky, unique soundtrack, my sinners. It gets you grooving along, it gets you down on your knees and sucking your own, it's fantastic, it's great, it's beautiful, it has really dramatic moments, it has fun, upbeat, it has, these different genres of culture. If you go into the garage, you're gonna get a Jamaican kind of feel with space rhinoceroses. It sounds insane, and it was insane. Now, when I first played this, I was completely confused. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't understand anything about the universe, the backstory, all these weird characters, why is everyone, weird animals. But as you get into it, you realize that this is a rich, detailed universe, and it's actually almost an open world game back before open world games were a thing. Now, what I love about this is it's not an open world game like we see in today's standards of gaming. It has sections of open world, kind of like Metro Exodus for anyone who, doesn't play old games. It's kind of like Metro Exodus, in which, it has hub worlds and hub spaces, and you can do different quests. It has side quests as well, side objectives, and you basically go around taking pictures of different creatures, which will then give you credits, which is the currency. You'll use this credits to upgrade your ship, to upgrade yourself, to buy snackaroonies, and everything about it I just love. I love it. I want to molest it, okay? It's so good because you know, it's detailed. For an old game, it's so goddamn detailed. Everything, you could tell it was, you know, created with love and passion. You know, the simple things that you don't see in modern day games, the animation of actually picking up an object, putting it in your bag, you know, talking to all these characters, having different dialogue trees, you know, back then that was revolutionary. So I was surprised that I never found out about this game until now. But oh my god, it's such a breath of fresh air, especially in 2020. So yeah, this is pretty much the Beyond Good and Evil 2020 review and Beyond Good and Evil, a retrospective, okay? Now, what I love about this is the atmosphere, okay, the world building. The graphics obviously aren't amazing, but they are very stylized, so I wasn't really bothered. I think I'm gonna just buy it on PC and play it again, because I didn't finish it last time. I was close, but I got stuck with a glitch, which is the PlayStation's fault. But anyway, I digress. It looks great. You know, the world is just so unique, and the fact that you can just go around on the ocean, on your ship, you know, blew me away the first time I realized that. I thought it was a linear game, and then I get out on my little ship, and, you know, it's like Jak and Daxter, but on steroids. It's just fantastic. I love it so much. The world building, the characters, everything about it is so well put together, you know, from feeling like a open world hub game to then having these linear, you know, interesting dialogues, and it's so detailed because you can actually get news bulletins from different news sources on your information. You get messages, you get to read, you know, these, you know, kind of digital newspapers and watch these digital, you know, I don't know, these information, you know, lore background, and it's, you know, it's just done so naturally and so good, okay, and I can see why people love this game so much. Now, if you are only playing modern day games, I would highly recommend you go back and play this game, because now we see the same old things, you know, we see the same old tropes and mechanics, okay, but Beyond Good and Evil really took my breath away in 2020, okay, because it just had such charm. For, you know, it did have some kind of immature humor, because obviously it was made for kids as well as adults and man-children alike, but it is great. The characters are great, it gets you involved, the music is amazing, the gameplay is good, it, you know, really makes you care about what you're doing, okay, because, you know, you're invested in making money, in collecting things, not just for the sake of collecting things. All these things serve a purpose, like upgrading your ship. Combat did kind of lack, in my opinion. Now, I don't know if it gets better, but so far, all I had was a little stick that I could whack things with. Now, I would have liked to see, you know, some gunplay or something like that. Maybe that comes later. Obviously, with your ship, you can have, you know, these cool chases and gunfights, shooting down, you know, other ships on the water. And I don't know if you go to space in this, because like I said, I haven't played it all, but I'm assuming so. Anyway, the way it's put together, the different cutscenes, the way, you know, these cutscenes play out so well, so, you know, beautifully charmed and delightful, you know, it just, you know, it grips you with its atmosphere and the characters, and it just gives the sense of that nostalgia. Even if you haven't played this game before, I got a huge sense of nostalgia from other games like this, like Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, these old games where they were a narrative-driven game, but they gave you the illusion and the freedom of choice to do the things that you want to do, but, you know, the world was so detailed. Even though it's an old game, even though it doesn't have shiny graphics, it just shows you everything is now all polish, no sustenance, no bite to the juicy meat, you know, but this is full of juice and full of moisture. So you gotta take this game and you gotta squeeze it, and you're gonna be very happy that you did, because holy damn, it's a good game, and it's been so long since I played a good game. Like I said, I don't really like games anymore, most of them are terrible, but this is truly a hidden gem, and I can see why everyone loves it. So yeah, that was pretty much my Beyond Good and Evil 2020 review, and my Beyond Good and Evil retrospective. It is great, it's highly recommended. If you haven't played it, go and buy this game, it's very cheap. Don't worry about the graphics, the gameplay still holds up so well, the combat lacks a little bit, but the story and the characters, the music, the atmosphere, the world building, everything else about it really makes you invested. The fact that you have your own in-game currency and it doesn't feel like you know, like modern day games now where you have to grind to get something. It all feels earned and well placed. It's got great humor, it's got great mystery, everything about it is just wonderful. I love it so much, and it's just a nice discovery when you go back and you find something that was truly groundbreaking probably in its day, and it's still amazing now in 2020 because, like I said, times have changed so much and we need some light in this dark world, and this for me was a little bit of light. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, my sinners. Thank you to the person who provided this footage. He had a watermark, so I assume he is okay with me using the footage because I couldn't record it myself. So I'll leave his channel in the description. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, my sinners. I hope you subscribe and check out the music that I make originally on Spotify. New music is coming, I'm working hard, and it's just great to be back. I've missed YouTube, I've missed my sinners, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you in the next video. Have yourselves a blessed day, much love, and stay safe, stay positive, and stay sexy, and stay moist. Make sure you get your moisturizer, and you put it up your asshole, and you feel good about it, okay?